Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Pickle Designs. Today I'm going to make some alien earrings using some silver silk and some charms that I got from BeeBeeCraft. So if you'd like to see what I do with these materials down here, then just keep on watching. So I got some silver silk pipe chain, and although it's not an exact match, I think it's still in the same color family enough to where it doesn't look out of place. I got two of the alien charms and I made sure these looked good. Most of the charms in there look really good. There are some that have like a little bit of glue residue on the gems on the eyes, but overall they look really good. And then I have some super extra Preciosa Jonquil AB 6x10mm drops. And we're just gonna take a couple, but I did want to just give you some bead bead video here, bead footage, because they're just so pretty and sparkly. So I'll put most of these up, but I just love playing with beads. I think we're only going to use two for this particular pair of earrings because let's not get too crazy. And so again, they aren't a perfect match to the alien, but the AB kind of like obscures that it's just a little bit off. But what I want to do is to be able to suspend my alien. Let me see. I kind of want to make it pretty tight fit here. So I think something like this. So I'll cut about that much off. And then mirror that on another piece. So we're just making sure both pieces are the same length. I'm going to cut off a decent amount of wire here, probably 10 inches. And this is where the fun begins because the holes are big enough in the pipe chain to have a wire. And so what I want to do is kind of create that teardrop shape, and it doesn't have to be super perfect because we will like use our hands to kind of mold it a little bit, but I do want to create a little wrap here, and then we're gonna have to make like a hangy down portion. I know that's super scientific. I'm gonna hold it together. And this is just temporary because we just want like one little wrap here. And so I really don't want any like height on that wrap. I just want it to be secure. And so we've made one full loop there. I'm gonna cut that. And then what we do from here, I'm gonna actually use, let's see, some bail making pliers for this. I'm actually going to bend it first. So you can do this however you want. I don't need a big loop at the top because that's not what I'm hanging my charm off of. So I'm using the smallest mandrel. I'm going to bring it around, wrap it over what we've already wrapped, and then make sure that you're at the back end, and that's where I've cut off my wire down there. And this is where I'm going to create, I'm kind of just going to create a freeform loop with my finger like this, and wrap it around a couple of times and cut it towards the back again. So I'm going to leave this on here until I do the other one, but essentially this should hang very nicely right down there in the middle. And we'll probably have to use a jump ring on that guy, and that's okay. Because it'll actually provide it a little bit more movement, but we'll use a super small jump ring. Okay, the tricky part is mirroring it on the other side. So again, I'm going to take about 10 inches of wire. This is 20 gauge. I'm feeding it through the pipe chain. And you want to make sure one side has a shorter edge than the other. Make your teardrop shape. Use your pliers to make that crispy little break here. Actually gonna hold it with these pliers this time. And we're just making one little loop. And I'll cut it off in the back. All right, so now just warm up the rest of the wire, our long piece here. I'm gonna break it again. Use my small mandrel here. And then wrap it just a couple times. Nothing major. And then what I do from here is I just make the loop myself, just following like the natural way here. I'll get my other one out to kind of match it. And they're pretty close. They are pretty close. Let's get your nylon jaw. Make sure. The only thing I'm really looking for is that it's a smooth curve. So just use your tools a little bit. See if there's like just a slight bend here. There we go. Okay. I'll try one more time. It had a little bit of a kink to it. It's the hardest part, y'all. There we go. Now that looks much better. And the length is about the same. Good deal. And then we will cut it off in the back. Now, we could use the majority of this wire if we wanted to. I think we will. And just cut it off as where we can in the back. So I'm gonna do the same with this one. We are going to, I kind of like, let me see. This would be the front, this would be the back. Yeah, okay, we're good. I was just making sure I liked that side better, because we still had a little bit of wire to work with if we wanted to change our mind at the last minute, but we're not going to. So I'm going to tuck in my wires. Make sure our loop is straight here. Tuck in the wire portion. And here's what it looks like from the front. Now what you can do here, there's always going to be like a little bit of like little, not fraying so to speak, but little teeny pieces that you can just trim. There we go. So I'm going to take my, make sure we like it. Make sure the shape is the same. That's pretty spot on, especially for like a handmade piece, right? So here are our components. And so what we're gonna need to find is like the tiniest jump ring. And if we need to like squeeze it out to be just a little bit longer, we can do that as well. So let's go ahead and find some jump rings. And I found some babies. Let's hope these work, because I like these. They're super babies. I'm gonna take my pliers here. This is the tricky part because these are so small. Sorry, making sure I'm in frame here. And these you have to really make sure that they're good and closed. All right, so there you have your floating alien. Let's try number 2 here. I'm leaving in the, I could edit this out to where it shows like, oh, I just did it like really quick. But I think sometimes it's important to show like, it's okay to struggle sometimes, because these are really tiny little components. And so it's not like everybody just gets it on the first try. Like, I've ruined jump rings by being too crazy with them, you know, it's a thing. So you could definitely, do I even want to add, I don't even think I want to add the little crystal. I think these are pretty cool as they are. What do you think? I might make another, just like another pair to show, but I think these look really good as they are. So I'm gonna go grab some ear wires and I'll be right back. So for these, I really did want to do a lever back option just for the security, because these are some chunkers and they're little, like, I wouldn't say they're like off balance, so to speak, but like they could probably pretty easily fall out of your ears if they were just on an ear wire without a backing. And so look at these. Look how cute. I really love how these turned out. Let me know what you think about them in the comment section below. And I think I'm gonna make a few of these and actually put them on my shop because they are just so flipping cute. And these are just totally you know, the space pickle vibe, right, with the alien charms. So let me know what you thought about these earrings in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.